What is up, my planting people? My name is Lithius and welcome to Roots Ready. If it's your first time here today, then a huge welcome, and if not, welcome back. Today I am going to be introducing you to my 3 new plants that I have picked up over the last 2 months, so since the start of the year, so stay tuned for more. Interestingly enough, all 3 of these plants were featured on my wish list for 2022. That video is going to be linked up in the card, so go take a look at that. There were quite a lot on there, and a lot of these I didn't think I would get them into my collection as quickly as I did, but I am glad that they're here. And yeah, like I've been trying to work on the number of plants that I purchase, trying to cut that down. So 3 is actually pretty good. I used to go maybe 3 in a month, and I've done 3 in 2, so that's some improvement there. But anyway, let's get into it. So the first plant I'm going to introduce you guys to is this one right here. This is my Cereus Forbesii Spiralis, also known as the spiral cactus, and you can see exactly why here. Have a look at that, guys. Let me hide my face. Look at that. Just gorgeous spirals, just all the way from the base of this plant all the way to the top. Now, I do know that when you buy this plant as a seedling, the first maybe 3 inches or so just grows straight until it starts to spiral at the top. So I think this one is a bit of a larger cutting, so it's a bit further down in the pot. So you get to appreciate those spirals from a really early point. So I'm really happy with this plant. It's only been in my collection maybe for about 3 weeks. And I've got it up against a window. I've only watered it once. Interestingly enough, I've actually switched out the soil. I found that the soil that this one came in was a little bit compacted and not what I'm used to. So just to ensure that it's on the same watering schedule as my other plants, I switch this over to something that I'm more comfortable with. This plant I actually got from Green Charm, a lovely store that I have purchased from before. And yeah, I've never been disappointed. So yeah, this is it. This is the Cereus Forbesii Spiralis. Just an absolute gorgeous plant. And sticking with the succulent or cactus family is this plant right here. This is the Crested Cactus. This one in particular is the Myrtillocactus Geometrizans. I had to write that so I can make sure I got the pronunciation right or close enough. But if you have been part of my channel for a while, you'll know that I spoke about this plant not only in my 2022 wish list, but also in my 2021 wish list, and I'll link that over here, as well as the looking back to see what plants that I actually purchased from that wish list as well. I'll make sure to link them in the cards. So I am super excited to have this one. Obviously, it's been one that I've had my eye on for a long time, and I'm so glad to have it. I can't wait to grow it into sort of a larger specimen. I really do like the way these take on a really sort of unorthodox, unruly sort of shape, and you'll see that here. You could just never predict what it is going to look like, and this one is already, it's really got some interesting characteristics about it that I can't get enough of. Oh yeah, just look at that. I can just imagine as it grows, it will really start to come into its own. So I'm really excited, and this is the Crested Cactus. Super happy to have this one. The last plant in this small haul is this one right here, and you might not be able to tell what it is. But tell me that's not cute. That's like the most leaf-looking leaf that you've ever seen, and tell me I'm wrong, right? This is gorgeous. But this plant, I mentioned it as a category of plants that I would like to get my hands on in my previous wish list video, and I spoke about anthuriums that have kind of those sort of huge lobed leaves. And I actually mentioned, I name dropped this one in particular. This plant right here, guys, is the Anthurium Furcatum. And I will try to include a picture of it when it's matured somewhere over here. But you can just see the potential that this plant has. Now, this is only a small little baby one. You can see it's on a chunk. It's still growing out of that. So I've just got it in a little cloche. I've got it sitting in this pot, and I just sort of placed this other plastic container over the top that just happens to be a perfect sort of humidity dome for this plant. So I'm really, really excited. Already I can see it's putting out some new growth. So I couldn't be happier. Can't wait for this plant to size up and to really, again, like the crested cactus, to come into its own. I'm going to be such a happy bunny when that happens. But for now, I'm going to appreciate this perfect leaf and just make sure that it doesn't pack up and die on me. But I'm really excited to have this one in my collection. And there we have it. You have seen the newest plants in my collection. Small, but even if I do say so myself, quite a powerful collection, quite striking plants. Some of them are going to become more striking. I'm looking at that Anthurium. But when it does get there, they are going to become centerpieces in my collection. I can guarantee you that. But guys, thank you so much for watching. Do let me know in the comments what plants are on your wish list. What plants you have managed to treat yourself to in 2022. I would love to hear from you guys. But that was it. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, keep planting.